So today we will take the excretory system in finfishes. Okay, this we have already studied in the course anatomy of finfishes in the second semester. Okay, so today we will again take this excretory system. Okay, what are the different type of kidneys? Okay, in the animal group. Okay, what is the function of the kidney? What is the structure anatomy of the kidney? What is the difference? Different type of kidney present in the fishes, okay, and their function. So today we will discuss. So as first we'll discuss what is excretory system. Okay, so if I'm talking about the excretory system is a system of organs, okay, which excrete the solute which is present in excess. Okay, so first I would like to know from you people that what is the difference between the excretory system and osmoregulatory system? Anyone? What is the difference between the excretory system and osmoregulatory system?
मैम एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम हो गया जिसमें वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट बॉडी के बाहर आता है। लेकिन मतलब ऑस्मो लेबोरेटरी में मतलब आयंस का एक्सचेंज होता है।
Okay, so excretory system means basically the excretion of the excess solute, okay, and osmoregulation means exchange of the, whether sometime it is intake of the solute, sometime excretion of the solute to maintain the osmotic concentration at particular level. Okay, so that is the difference between the osmoregulation. In the osmoregulation, body performs both the way. They sometimes they used to absorb the solute, sometimes they used to secrete the solute to maintain the body osmotic concentration. In excretory system, body fluid or is basically excrete the excess solute or the solute which is present in the excess. Okay, so excretory system is made up of the organs that involve in the secretion of the excess solute from the blood and the tissue fluid. Okay, so what is the function of the excretory system? The very first function is it gives out the nitrogenous waste. Now I would like to know from you people why there is a requirement for excreting the nitrogenous waste outside the body. Anyone?
Because it is toxic.
Because it is toxic. Okay, it is toxic. So nitrogenous, it means if the nitrogen is present in the system, it will cause the toxicity, it cause the imbalance in the metabolic reaction. So there is a requirement to release or excrete the excess nitrogenous waste which is present inside the body. So by excreting the excess nitrogenous waste, excretory system helps in keeping the homeostasis of the organism body, and excretion of this excess solute also balance the pH of the blood. Okay, so now we will take this is an introductory slide. So there is how the nitrogenous waste actually comes from two major source of nitrogenous waste in the body is the proteins and nucleic acid. Okay, because proteins is made up of amino acids. Okay, and amino acids, as the name suggests, they have the amino groups. Okay, and the nucleic acid, whether it is a DNA or it is a RNA, it has a nitrogenous base, adenine, adenine and purine, purine and pyrimidines. Okay, they both have the nitrogenous base, and in the proteins also the amino acids have the amino group. So the major source of nitrogen comes from two the proteins and the nucleic acid. Okay, so this nitrogenous waste get excreted from the animal's body in three main compounds. The number one is the ammonia, urea and uric acid. So the animal which excrete the the animal which excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia is known as the ammonotelic animals. Okay, the aquatic invertebrates and most of the teleost fishes or the bony fishes, they actually excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia, and the animals which excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of urea are known as ureotelic, animals, the examples are mammals, most of the amphibians, and cartilaginous fishes. Okay, and the last category is the uric acid. So uric acid, the animal which excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid is known as a uricotelic animal. And the birds, insects, and reptiles, they excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. Now, anyone tell me why fishes excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia and birds in the form of uric acid? The both can excrete the nitrogenous waste in the same form. Then why fishes with ammonia and birds with uric acid?
So need a lot of water to remove the excretory product.
Yes, ma'am.
Who need lots of water?
Fishes. अमोनिया
Fish.
में ज्यादा water.
Ammonotelic वाला.
Birds.
So why not
Birds.
adopted uric acid?
Uric acid will be converted from ammonia, then it will require ATP to save energy.
Yes. Okay. So fishes, because they used to live in the aquatic environment. So because fishes, they used to live in the aquatic environment, so plenty of water is not a limitation. Okay, but birds, because they for birds the water availability is a issue. Okay, so that's why they use to spend the energy. Okay, because the plenty of water is not available for birds or the reptiles. Okay, so that's why they convert the ammonia into the uric acid. Okay, on the expenditure of the energy. Okay, but when they expend the energy, they used to conserve the water. That is the requirement of the birds or some of the insects and reptiles. But in case of fishes, the water is not the limiting factor. So they are not going to spend extra energy. So they directly secretes or excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Now, anyone can tell me which one is the more toxic form of the ammonia? Means the nitrogen among three: ammonia, urea, and uric acid.
Ammonia.
Ammonia is more toxic.
Ammonia.
Ammonia is
Ammonia.
the most toxic form of the nitrogenous waste, followed by urea, and the last one is the uric acid. Okay, so here you see the comparison of these three: the ammonia, the urea, and the uric acid. Okay, so the ammonia has the highest, is poison. If we rank, the ammonia have the highest toxicity and the uric the lowest. For excretion of the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia requires highest amount of water, followed by the urea, and the least by the uric acid. Now the energy spent for excretion of the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia requires the least energy, and uric acid requires the highest energy, because excreting the nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid required some of the enzymatic driven reactions which are energy requiring also. Okay, so this is the comparison of the three nitrogenous waste. Okay, now the type of kidney: the pronephrotic kidney, mesonephrotic kidney, and metanephrotic kidney. So pronephrotic kidney is the most primitive type of kidney, and the meta is the most advanced type of kidney. So if we talk about the pronephrotic kidney, this is the simplest form of the kidney, basically composed of the ciliated funnels, means a funnel which have the cells which have long cilia. Okay, so in this type of kidney, basically blood is filtered in this glomerulus and then enters the funnel. Actually it filters the waste not from the blood capillaries. It basically filters the waste from the body cavity, body coelom, okay, and excrete them to the outside. So this kind of kidneys are found in the shark. Okay, so the pronephrotic is the most primitive type of kidney, and it is and this is found in, if we have talk about the, this is in the aquatic animal sharks, elasmobranchs, or cartilaginous fishes. Now second one is the mesonephrotic kidney, which is the advanced version of the pronephrotic kidney, here it filters the waste from the blood, not from the body cavity, and it excretes them out outside the body through a pair duct, which is known as a Wolffian duct or the mesonephrotic duct. It got the name Wolffian duct because it was first described by the scientist Caspar Friedrich Wolf. Okay, so that's why they named as a Wolffian duct also. So this actually mesonephrotic kidney in the adult fishes. Okay, the adult fishes have mesonephrotic kidney. Fishes and amphibians. Okay, even the embryos of higher vertebrates, means mammals, birds, and reptiles, in the embryonic stage, their kidney type is mesonephrotic. And in adult stage, it becomes metanephrotic. And in fishes, the embryonic kidney is pronephrotic, and the adult kidney is mesonephrotic. Okay, so now the third category is the metanephrotic kidney, which is found in the most advanced vertebrates like reptiles, birds, and mammals, and it also remove the waste from the blood, and it excrete them outside the body through the pair of tubules, which is known as a ureter. Okay, so the embryo of mammals, means a human embryo, reptiles, and birds, in embryonic stages the kidney is mesonephrotic, and in adults it converted or developed from meso to metanephrotic kidney. So these are the three type of kidney. The sharks have the pronephrotic kidney, whether it is adult or the embryonic. In fishes, means teleost or the bony fishes, the embryo have the pronephrotic kidney, but the adults have the mesonephrotic kidney. And in mammals, birds, and reptiles, adult have the metanephrotic kidney, and then during embryonic state they have the mesonephrotic kidney. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now the excretory organ. Okay, so the chief excretory organ, if we talk about, there are basically four organs. The kidney, okay, which is basically a main filtering apparatus. Then the ureter, that tube which carry the urine. Then the urinary bladder, which is or a bag-like or pouch-like structure, which actually store the urine. Okay, and then the urinogenital aperture, means aperture or the opening through which the urine pass out from the body. Okay, so if I'm talking about the very first chief organ of the excretory system, the kidney, is basically made up of large number of kidney tubules. Okay, that tubules are known as nephrons, and they are the basic unit of kidney or the basic unit of filtration. So in fishes, their number varies from 100 to 10,000. Okay, and in fishes, the kidney have two distinct reason. Okay, the head kidney and the trunk kidney. If you remember the practical of anatomy, you must have gone through the kidney structure. You remember? Okay, so in this diagram, anyone can tell me what is the where is the kidney?
White वाला मैम, दोनों white वाला.
कौन है ये? प्रेमचंद?
Yes, ma'am.
रेड वाला मैम.
वो रेड वाला है मैम.
रेड
Side में.
वाला
Yeah, this
रेड
is
वाला मैम.
a very
Ma'am,
dark,
red वाला.
this is a brown
Dark red.
dark
Ma'am.
color. This is the kidney. Okay, this
Dark.
is
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
kidney, and
ma'am.
this is the low kidney, and this is the testes. Or okay, and this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the kidney. So fishes have a very peculiar structure of the kidney. They have two reasons. This is the head kidney and the trunk kidney. Okay, and fishes have different fishes have different type of shapes of their kidney. Okay, so basically the marine fishes have 5 types, type 1 to type 5, and the freshwater fishes have 3 types, type 1 to type 3. Okay, so here we see all different type 5 shapes. So this 1, 2, 3, it is found in marine as well as the freshwater fishes, and 4, 5 is in marine fishes. Means all 5 types of kidney are present in the marine fishes, and the freshwater fishes have these first 3 types, 1, 2, and 3. So if you remember, you have dissected which fish in the anatomy? Anyone?
Common carp.
Common.
No.
Very good. So we
common.
dissected the common carb that day. And which type of kidney you have found? The type 2 or type 3?
मैम उतना याद नहीं है.
उतना याद नहीं. We dissected the type 2 kidney. Okay, so these three are the present in fresh water, and these all 5 in the marine teleost. Okay, this is the different type of kidneys found in the teleost, bony fishes. Okay, now the urinogenital system in the male fish, this is the head kidney region, this is the trunk kidney region, this is the nephrotic duct, okay, which collects the urine from all the tubules of the kidney, and then this is urinary bladder, and this is urinogenital pore. Okay, then the same in the case of female, the head kidney, the trunk kidney, the nephrotic duct, the urinary bladder, and urinary pore. So this is the anatomy of the excretory system in the fishes. Now the parts of nephron. Okay, as I have told, the nephron is the basic structural as well as the functional unit of the kidney. So we will take the structure of the nephron in the detail. So it has basically 3 parts. The number 1 is the renal or the Malpighian tubule or corpuscle. Then second one is the renal tubules, and third one is the collecting duct or the tubules. So the very first part is the renal or the Malpighian corpuscle. It has 2 parts, the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. And then renal tubules have 4 regions, the neck region, first and second proximal segment, and then the distal segment, and last one is the collecting duct. So we'll see one by one. So this is this detailed structure of the nephron. This entire region is actually the renal or the Malpighian corpuscle, where this is the glomerulus, this is the Bowman's capsule. Then from here to here, it is your renal segment, which have the first neck region, first proximal segment, second proximal segment, and the distal segment, and last one is the collecting duct. Okay, so first the detailed structure of the renal or the Malpighian corpuscle. This actually this is the efferent arteriole, and this is the afferent. From here, basically these arteries form the mesh or the network of the capillary, okay, which is lined by the epithelia. And what happened here, actually the filtration of the waste material, means the filtration of the nitrogenous waste occur, and this filtrate get accumulated in this lumen. From this lumen of the capsule, it goes to the neck have some narrowing. Okay, and then because this narrowing is required to create the pressure here for the to sustain the pressure here for the filtration. So and then this is the if I'm talking, as I have told, the fishes have 2 parts. The kidney have a 2 distinct region, the trunk kidney and the head kidney. So the trunk kidney have the filtration function. Okay, means the trunk kidney or the kidney which is means the posterior kidney and the trunk kidney perform the major excretory function, means it consists of large number of nephrons. Okay, and there is some of this also have some of the lymphoid tissue, okay, which have some tissue which have a lymphoid function. Okay, otherwise the trunk kidney is basically consist of the nephrons, which is basically filtrate the waste, filter the blood, and urine formation occurs in the trunk kidney. And in head kidney in the fishes, it have different function, means it doesn't have the excretory function. The head kidney is composed of the lymphoid tissue. This is hematopoietic in nature. It has endocrine function also. It have interrenal cells, chromaffin tissue. So this is basically the head kidney have other function than excretory functions. So it is hematopoietic in nature. It has lymphoid tissues. And it has endocrine function also. Okay, so the head kidney is endocrine function, has endocrine function and hematopoietic tissue, whereas the trunk kidney perform the excretory function or the formation of the urine. So this is the excretory system. So the excretion of excretion or the formation of of urine is occurs in this system. The number one, it basically disposes the metabolic waste, which comes in the form of the nitrogenous compound. So in this way, it regulates the salt concentration in the body. Okay, and the transport epithelia, which is arranged in the tubules, helps in the filtration or the movement of the urine. So there is basically four major process. The number one is the filtration. So the pressure filtering of the body fluid occurs, okay, which produce the filtrate, which have waste, nitrogenous waste, some water, salt, sugar, and amino acids. Okay, so because when there is a filtration from this glomerulus to the Bowman's capsule, it carries the nitrogenous waste, but some useful solutes also, like sugar, some amino acids, as well as the salt. Okay, so in the renal tubules, what happened, there is a reabsorption of this valuable solute occurs, means there is a reclaiming. The valuable solutes which get which filtrated, which come as a filtrate, okay, or as a urine, it get reclaimed by the body, it again reabsorbed by the body. Okay, so that process is known as the reabsorption, then the secretion. So even some large toxic molecules get also directly seeps from capillary to the renal tubules, and in the last phase is the excretion, where the filtrate leave the excretory system and in the form of urine from outside the animal's body. Okay, so now again we will see the brief what is the function of the excretory system. The very first slide we have seen, now in the last slide. So basically two organs in the fishes which have excretory function. Okay, so the major organ are the basically kidney and the associated organs, and the second one is the gills also in the aquatic animals. So kidney, it remove excess salt and water, okay, to produce and remove the urine which have nitrogenous base, creatine and creatinine, and so it removes the nitrogenous waste in the form of creatinine or creatinine, other nitrogenous compound, urea, uric acid. Okay, and in marine fishes, kidney also help in the removal of magnesium sulfate ion and TMO. Okay, now the gills, through gill surface there is exchange of the ammonia, carbon dioxide, and even urea also takes place in fishes. Okay, so this is about today's class. So any question?
मैम
Ma'am.
टाइप्स ऑफ किडनी समझा दीजिए एक बार और
टाइप्स ऑफ किडनी फिर से समझा देते हैं. ओके, we'll see again. So I have told the kidney which is present in the different group of animals, they are basically of three types: the pronephrotic kidney, mesonephrotic kidney, and metanephrotic kidney. The pronephrotic kidney is the most primitive type of kidney, and the metanephrotic is the most advanced type. If I'm talking about the primitive and advanced, means a simple and complex. Okay, the pronephrotic kidney is the most simplest form of the kidney. If I'm talking about simplest, means it have the simplest structure and simplest function physiology. Okay, and if I'm talking about the metanephrotic kidney, it have the complex anatomy, complex structure, as well as the complex physiology of the excretion. Okay, so pronephrotic kidney, this is a kidney which is basically composed of the glomerulus or nephrons, simple nephron, which have the glomerulus, Bowman capsule, renal capillary. So it is basically composed of the ciliated funnels. Okay, and they are found in the cartilaginous fishes. Okay, or the elasmo branches. It has how it is different from the mesonephrotic kidney and metanephrotic kidney. That is, it filters the nitrogenous waste from the body cavity or the coelom, not from the blood means blood capillaries or the blood. Okay, so it basically filtered the waste from the body coelom and it excrete them outside the body. Now the second one is the mesonephrotic kidney. The mesonephrotic kidney is a kidney which have the complexity in terms of structure and function in between of pronephrotic and metanephrotic. Means it is complex than pronephrotic, but it is simpler than metanephrotic. Okay, the difference between the pronephrotic and mesonephrotic is that the mesonephrotic kidney filters the waste from the blood, not from the body cavity. Okay, and this this waste, okay, it goes outside the body with the pair of tube which is known as the mesonephrotic duct or the Wolffian duct. Okay, so all the adult bony fishes have mesonephrotic kidney, but in the embryonic during the embryonic stage, even the bony fishes have the pronephrotic kidney. Okay, so now the metanephrotic kidney also removes the waste from the blood, but the difference from the mesonephrotic is that the urine which is formed in the kidney is excreted outside the body through the tubule which is known as ureter. Okay, so there is a structure or the anatomical difference between the Wolffian duct and the ureter. And metanephrotic kidney is found in the higher vertebrates like reptiles, birds and mammals, but the embryonic stages of reptile, birds and mammals, they have the mesonephrotic kidney. Is it clear, Shrikant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else?
मैम
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 फिशेज जो
ये
One by one. Yes.
या
Premchand,
कंटिन्यू
what? कोई आवाज नहीं आ रही है?
मैम
मैम
एक साथ. First, Premchand, what is your concern? First, Premchand, tell me.
मैम ये क्रोमैटिन सेल्स का रोल क्या होता है मैम?
Chromaffin cell. अभी 2 classes पहले endocrine system पढ़ाया है. Chromaffin cells are endocrine in function. They used to secrete the hormone. कौन सा hormone? Anyone can tell me? Anyone?
Adrenaline.
Huh? What?
Adrenaline.
Adrenal. Very good. So now the chromaffin cell and interrenal cell, these two are actually the endocrine in function. Okay.
Okay,
Interrenal
ma'am.
cell and chromaffin
Thank
tissue.
you.
They are endocrine in function. They used to secrete some hormones. Okay. Now, Sonu, बताओ.
सर मैम ये मैं पूछ रहा था कि आर फिशेस आर एमनोटेलिस इन नेचर
All fishes means bony fishes. Most of the bony fishes. Cartilaginous fishes are ureotelic. They used to excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. Teleost and bony fishes, they excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Okay.
ammonia. Okay ma'am, I'm asking about aminotelis which secrete amino acid.
Amino acid? No, it's
Yeah
not
ma'am.
amino acids. They used to secrete nitrogenous waste will always get secreted either in the form of ammonia or the urea or the uric acid.
Okay ma'am.
Anything else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. कौन बोल रहा है? Aman Mishra. Yes.
मैम ये फिशेज कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड यूरिन एक्सक्रीट करता है या डाइल्यूट मेनली क्या?
Have you remembered the class of osmoregulation?
Yes ma'am.
I have when we studied the osmoregulation, we have seen the marine teleost have a different strategies and the freshwater teleost have a different strategies for
Osmoregulation.
So one fish used to one group of fish used to excrete the diluted urine and another one is the concentrated urine. Now you tell me which one. If you remember the class.
Concentrated and diluted. Diluted, I think marine fishes.
Diluted marine fish. Why?
Because so much salt concentration are there in the water.
drink copious amount of water, okay, and concentrated by the fresh water used.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that
One more question.
Yes.
Mm, kidney have two type of nephron. One is cortical nephron and one is juxtamedullary nephron. And what is the proportion of these nephron in fishes?
In fishes, the fishes are in the fishes, this is a mesonephrotic kidney, na? Okay, so this have the आपका कौन सा पहला वाला क्या नाम बोला उसका?
मतलब नाम था एक cortical nephron और एक juxtamedullary nephron.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You are telling me the cortical and क्या
juxtamedullary मतलब मेडुला में मेडुला तक एक्सटेंड करते हैं.
So आपका ये जो डिफरेंशिएशन होता है ये होता है आपका हायर वर्टिब्रेट्स में, लाइक आपका जैसे मैमल्स है, मैमल्स में किडनी का स्ट्रक्चर है तो ऊपर वाला जो एंटीरियर पोर्शन है दैट इज द कॉर्टिकल पोर्शन, नीचे वाला मेडुलर पोर्शन. ओके, सो ऊपर कॉर्टिकल पोर्शन में कॉर्टिकल होगा, मेडुलर में मेडुलर होगा, बट फिशेस डजंट हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चरल एनाटॉमी. ओके, you have seen the fishes have basically two reasons. Okay, that is the head kidney and the trunk kidney. I have told head kidney have the endocrine function and the trunk kidney it has a
excretory function.
So the trunk kidney are basically the filled with the nephrons. Okay, the fish doesn't have that kind of differentiation. Okay.
Okay, मैम इसी से रिलेटेड एक था क्वेश्चन. जैसे पाइसेस के ही ग्रुप के आते हैं ना, कॉन्जेक्टिस और ऑस्टिक्टिस, तो उसमें जैसे एक में होता है डाइल्यूट यूरिन और एक में होता है मतलब कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड. हम जानना चाहते हैं कि
किसमें नहीं, यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज्ड. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बोनी फिशेस में अगर मरीन और फ्रेश वाटर है तो डाइल्यूटेड या कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड यूरिन है. क्या कहते हैं आपका जो इलास्मो ब्रांच, जो आपकी इलास्मो ब्रांचेस है उनका ऑस्मो रेगुलेटरी एक्सक्रीशन स्ट्रेटजी बिल्कुल डिफरेंट है बिकॉज यू secrete the urine and TMO. So basically उनका जो बॉडी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होता है वो सॉल्ट के साथ एक्सटर्नल सॉल्ट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन के साथ बैलेंस करते हैं. ये जो डाइल्यूटेड यूरिन है या कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड यूरिन है ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपका स्टिक्टिस या टीलियोस फिशेस में ही है. मरीन है तो कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड डाइल्यूटेड है और फ्रेश वाटर है तो कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड है. ठीक है
मैम वही मरीन और फ्रेश वाटर का ही बात कर रहे हैं. मान लीजिए ऑस्टिक्टिस है, मरीन और फ्रेश वाटर है, तो उसमें हम ये जानना चाहते हैं तो उसमें जो मरीन फिशेज में डाइल्यूट यूरिन होता है उसमें डाइल्यूट कौन करता है या कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड किडनी का कौन पार्ट करता है? जैसे मैमल्स में एक एपरेटस होता है अलग से जो डाइल्यूट और कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड यूरिन बनाने में हेल्प करता है. वैसे फिश में भी तो कुछ होगा लेकिन नेफ्रॉन का स्ट्रक्चर तो अलग है दोनों में.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है बेसिकली, क्योंकि फिशेस को ऑस्मो रेगुलेशन के लिए जो है आपका जो सॉल्ट उसमें क्या है कि उनकी बॉडी जो है हम उसके साथ अगर मैं मरीन को पर्टिकुलरली बात करूं तो इधर बॉडी इज हाइपर और हाइपो. दिस इज हाइपोऑस्मोटिक. Okay, so basically they have to there is always need of a constant salt concentration. Okay, so what they used to do, they simply excrete copious amount of water so that कि dehydration नहीं हो और वो क्या कहते हैं कि उसके साथ salt आ रहा है तो excess water आ रहा है तो kidney में खाली rate of filtration ज्यादा है तो फटाफट urine production हो रहा है, that's why it is diluted. Okay, and in the case of freshwater fishes क्योंकि वो hyperosmotic है so वहां में आपका फिर कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड यूरिन फॉर्म होती है बिकॉज नाइट्रोजस वेस्ट भी निकालना है लेकिन आपको वाटर भी कंजर्व करना है क्योंकि आपको हाइपरऑस्मोटिक क्या कहते हैं सराउंडिंग एनवायरनमेंट से ऑस्मोटिक कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मेंटेन करना है. ओके,
यस मैम.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
नो मैम.
Okay.